ahead and introduce yourself, Officer McCall. Make sure we have your first name, everything spelled correctly.
Officer Elijah McCall. First name Elijah, E-L-I-J-A-H. Last name McCall, M-C-C-A-L-L.
All right. When you first rolled up on that scene, what's the first thing you saw when you got there?
When I first arrived on scene, Officer Skillman was already there. As I'm pulling up, the vehicle was already in flames. Officer Skillman was actively striking the driver window with his aspeton. At that point, I got out of my car, ran to the trunk, grabbed my fire extinguisher. I ran towards Officer Skillman, and we actually traded out. I handed him the fire extinguisher, and then he gave me his aspeton, and I started banging on the window. As I was banging on the window, Officer Valentine, Officer Brooks, and Officer Daniels all began to arrive on scene, and we all just took a window, just kept banging on it, knocking the windows out. And there was also Officer Skillman still spraying fire extinguishers onto the hood of the vehicle. The driver of the vehicle, he was unconscious, so we were trying to get his attention, trying to wake him up. The passenger, I didn't notice him at first until he pretty much started screaming, saying that they were trapped inside of the vehicle. So we were trying to pretty much build an exit point for them to either crawl out or some kind of way get out of the vehicle. We tried opening the doors, but all the doors were locked and we couldn't pull them open. So we just kept screaming at them, trying to see if they could get out, and pretty much the passenger kept screaming, telling us they were stuck. And so we just did the best that we could. We grabbed water, started pouring it on the hood of the vehicle, kept using fire extinguishers, and just kept banging and knocking on the windows. And short after, the fire department pulled up, and pretty much they went to work from there. We kind of stood back and let them do their job from there.
Sounds like it was a real team effort for you guys. I mean, you're handing each other the stuff. It's not like you had to say, hey, go here, go here.
No, I think usually when we get hot calls, it's kind of an adrenaline rush, and everybody pretty much knows what they need to do. If somebody's already doing something, of course, you can help out somewhere else. I think that if we would have stood around and kind of asked each other questions and tried to, I guess, figure out something else to do, then we could have wasted a lot of time. So I think we did pretty good as far as working as a team and helping the guys get out of the car.
Is that what helps you stay calm? I mean, there had to be a lot of adrenaline going through you guys, and just looking at the situation, but knowing that you had that team together, that can help keep everything together. Yeah,
I think that's what helped all of us keep calm, is realizing that we had each other. You could train for a lot of different stuff and do a lot of different scenarios, but for some stuff like this, you never know what's going to happen. So I feel like us teaming up together and doing what we had to do, that's what got the job done. So.
Was the heat a little intimidating for you?
Oh yeah, the fire, it was very hot. I know we had Officer Daniels. He was pouring the water on the car, trying to keep the fire down, and Skillman was still spraying the fire extinguisher on the fire. But yeah, it was pretty hot. But we knew that we had a job to do. It's not always about catching bad guys. We also go out and save lives. So we knew the importance of getting those guys out of the car and making sure they get home just like we try to get home every day.
How does it feel to be called a hero?
I don't look at it as being a hero. I think we were just doing our job. We all signed up for this. We knew what came with the job, and so I felt like we were just doing what we trained to do and what we signed up for.